Yo, what's up guys? Pixelated here back at it with another video. As you can see here, I'm looking pretty snazzy over here with the white Zombas. Got some slipstream action going on here. Got a pretty fancy car. You may be asking, man, how does he do it? How does he afford these items? Like, what the freaking heck? If you're familiar with this game at all, white Zombas are 120 keys. Slipstream is probably about 8 to 9 keys right now. I'm actually not too sure. And then I got a white hex phase, which is probably about 7, 8, maybe 9 keys if you got lucky with the certification. I got a lot of other items besides what I'm wearing. I also have this kind of Crimson Bolts action going on. And then just kind of show up another preset car I've got. Got this car right here for you. The blue car looks okay. I think the yellow car, the orange car looks a little bit better with the yellow on it. So you're like, man, he's got freaking at least three painted exotics, like one of them that's crazy expensive, and a painted car. It's pretty new actually. How does he do it? How does he afford these items? Well, I kind of want to show you guys. So if you look at, and just kind of show it through my inventory, like this is not all the items I have. Like I got lots of crates, lots of painted items, lots of I got a freaking full Fez hat collection, and this is not to show off. This is just kind of to show. I got some keys. Had a lot. I had at one point 170 keys, but I bought a bunch of items. And like I got exotics, got some more painted items, got a full pork pie set. It's kind of my favorite topper, so I wanted to get a full set. You got exotics again. And it's like, man, so I guess to answer your question, no, I do not just throw money at this game. The most I've spent out of this game is $50, and that was to open crates. So when I first invested in this game, I was like, well, I wanted to open some crates. That sounds like fun. Maybe I'll get something really cool, right? And so I opened crates. I got about $10 in items, and I got like I think a painted Spiralis, which was worth about 3 keys at the time. I think I got like a painted ARA wheel, which was worth like 4 keys at the time, and then I had like a couple other items. So I had like probably like $10 to $15 in items from the crates that I opened out of the $50 I spent. So I only had like a $15 inventory. So I guess like from that you're like, okay, well then how do you have freaking purple volts? How do you have crimson volts and the white Zombas? Like, how does he do it? Well, it's kind of simple, and I kind of just want to talk about it a little bit. Kind of make this video a little shorter, but if you look over here to this website, you can see that it's called rocketleague.com/trading, and a lot of you have probably heard of this website or have used this website many times, and this is how I make my money. This is how I make all the keys that you see in my inventory, all the items. Like, this is how I do it. So I use this website. You can use other websites. This is a good website, Rocket League Tracker Pro. It has a good price list. It's not always accurate, so you got to be careful of that. And it's got a item trading, so you can trade as well. So, I use this website mainly to trade. But if I need to find something else, I usually try that website or something else. There's also one other website that you can use, rltrades.com, and there's obviously like Discords and everything else like that. There's a lot of more stuff you can do to find trades. Just search through games and ask people if you want to trade. But so this one's actually really cool because it has a trending item, so you can see what is most trending. And so this is what sometimes I do. So a lot of times, like, I'll go after like Heatwave. It's like a very popular item, so I'll look at it and I'll go to this website. And sorry if I'm going pretty fast, but I kind of want to just explain a little bit, and then if y'all are interested, I want to kind of go more in depth in a part series about this in particular. So I want a Heatwave, right? No, I don't need to paint. Sorry, Steam. There you go. So you just click your selections and then go for it. And then, okay, so this is, I want this item. So in other words, somebody is selling this item that I searched for. So somebody's selling a Heatwave for 16 keys. Okay, this guy is also selling for 16 keys. That guy's selling it for fireworks. Probably not going to get fireworks. The guy's selling for 17. So it's the cheapest I see on the market right now is 16 keys, right? Okay, so people are selling theirs for 16. So then I look at the have section. I don't always have to look at the have section, but sometimes I do. And so this is people are trying to buy this item. So this guy didn't really put a key amount. This guy put 14 keys. which is 2 keys under what people are selling it for. This guy put 14 keys. As you can kind of see the trend, like people are putting 14 keys, right? So like a lot of people put like maybe 2 keys under, sometimes 3 or 4, like just depending on the item. But so what I do is I only buy items for about 1 key under the lowest that I see it selling at. So like since Heatwave is only selling at 16 keys, I'll go right here. I will make a post. So like, okay, well, what do? I have keys. I have 16. No, I have 15 keys because they're selling at 16, right? And then I want Heatwave. So I just type in Heatwave, click, boom. I usually just type in something like 16 to 1. Fast and friendly, but firm. Add me. So I just type in something like that. I change it up. It doesn't really matter. Usually, as long as they know what your thing is, then that's fine. Oh, sorry, I said 16, 15. I almost messed that one up. People want to add me for 16. So then I just click Add Trade Offer, and then I wait. So a lot of times this could take, 5 minutes. This could take an hour. You never know. So you go over here. You can look at your trades. Okay, so Heatwave. You see how it's active 12 seconds ago. As soon as you can like look at it later, and as soon as after 15 minutes, you can actually edit this post again. So what I do is like after a while, I look back, see it hasn't sold yet. My offer hasn't been hit up yet, so I try to repost it. So I just hit this, and it actually lets you repost like immediately for the first time, but it won't let me do it after that. It'll have a 15-minute cooldown. So like I just click that and then save changes. So that just refreshed it to be at the top of the page. And so actually here's a good example. If you look back over here, I just got an ad. Somebody added me, so I'm clicking accept, and I'm just asking, yo, what's up? Kind of basic stuff here, but as you can see, somebody has already hit me up for my Heatwave offer. Hopefully, potentially. I'm assuming that's why he added. Trade for heat, ? And let's see what he says. Yep, okay. Invite, please. So this is a great example. I wasn't actually expecting it to get this soon. So I'm going to buy Heatwave for 15 keys, and then so I invited him to trade. He invited me to trade. I've got the keys. Hopefully he'll just give me the Heatwave. Sometimes people are, little turds. They don't actually give you the item for what you're selling it for. But I always stick firm with my prices, and if they don't do what I asked for on my adverts, then I just walk. Usually, I don't like to mess with that. See the trade is accepted. Everything's good. Okay, so now you might ask, okay, what now? What do I do now? All right, well, why did you buy it for 15 keys? Well, good. Anybody can buy something with money, right? Okay, great. Now what? Okay, he said thanks. So I'm gonna switch back over here. So I'm gonna actually close this trade really quick because I don't want to currently buy another one. I don't have a lot of keys on me at the moment. I recently had bought a lot of items, and so let's see here. I'm going to trading. Alright, so I'm going to trading, and then I'm going to add trade offer again, and then go to Heatwave. So I have Heatwave now. Now this is my personal strategy, and this is a lot of people do this too. Don't think anything I do is really that original. I think this strategy works best for me. Find whatever works best for you. What I do is I want 15 keys, so what I purchased it for, plus an item. So I put offer right here. So I click the key, click the item, or click the offer button, and then I just do 15. Make sure it's on 15 keys. Make sure it's offer, and then for my Heatwave, right? So okay, so if I type right here, 15K plus add or 16K, add me. So that way, if people are smart enough to read the description, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they just make you an offer. But if they're smart enough to read the description, they know I want 15 keys plus an ad, so like a smaller item, usually that's what that means, or 16 keys. So 15 to 16 keys is what I'm looking for, and if somebody just has 16 keys and wants to sell it for 16 or buy it for 16, then I'll be more than happy with that. But a lot of times you can actually get a pretty solid overpay with just that little key, just that one key difference. And so basically, if I sell this item for anything more than 15 keys, like a 15 key plus any item, I've already instantly made profit. Now, it may be a really bad profit depending on what item you get or items you get in the trade, or maybe something really good. A lot of times, like, you can get some painted toppers or painted wheels. Alright, so this is what happened. So basically, somebody added me to trade, so I accepted their invite, and basically, I got a pretty sweet overpay. So my offer was 15 keys plus ad, or 16 keys. So basically, they gave me 15 keys, which is what I wanted. So instantly, anything else after that I got would be pure profit, right? So I got, you know, a player's choice crate and a turbo crate. So he told me he had a couple crates. He was like, well, he thought he had an overdrive crate when he messaged me. So he, instead of giving me just that, an overdrive crate, he gave me a player's choice crate, a turbo crate, and Octane Dragon Lord, which is kind of nice. And then to top it all off, the other item that he did give me was, let's look. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Playmaker Neothermal. So that was a pretty big win. Looked up how much it was after. I immediately knew that I would take that deal. It's a painted boost, so I knew even if it was one of the worst painted boosts, if it's an import and it's slightly newer, that it's going to go for at least a key or two. So I kind of knew that going into it. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll accept. So immediately right there, you see that I looked online after at RocketLeague.com, and it was selling for about 2 keys. And so I'm going to probably put it up for 1 key plus ad or 2 keys, so make some more profit, right? So right there in that trade, I made probably about 2 keys in profit, which is pretty nice. So I cannot complain about that at all. And it only took me about 10 minutes. That guy added me really quick, and I got that trade done. The only other advice I really had was, well, how do you get keys to buy things? Like, man, you're buying heat waves. Like, I can't even afford a heat wave. Well, I'd suggest to you, starting out with something small, try to trade maybe a couple of your painted items. Like, let's say if you have like a painted sunburst, if you had like a couple like good painted toppers, or like try to sell it, try to put it on the RocketLeague.com. Try to put on that website for like a key. Try to get a key out of it, or like maybe an item overpay for it or whatever. I would suggest try to getting a key, and then now, because people will take keys, so then you try to find an item that's maybe worth 2 or 3 keys, and then sell it, and then buy it for 1, sell it for 1 key plus ad or 2 keys. You know, kind of that same line of thinking. So I would suggest doing something like that. If you can get a couple keys, you know, or a key. So basically what I'm trying to say is, so when you get keys, you can start making more profit when you have more keys, because you can buy a lot of items for cheaper and then sell them for more. So it's basically just flipping items. That's the full concept of like how I have white zombas, like how I have all these items in my inventory. Like, that's it. Like, I flip items for cheaper. Like, most people, they can probably understand that, but they might not know how to do it. They might not know what's good strategy. So I kind of want to explain my strategy to get like the best bolts right here, like and like white zombas and all this stuff. Like, man, I would never pay that much money for all this stuff. Like, I shouldn't have spent $50 on this game. That was too much. But like, that's my suggestion to you. And if you're really wanting to open crates, you know, you can make money and then open crates. I just wouldn't suggest it. I opened like 1 overdrive crate. I got a friction. Woohoo! But it's not that great. So, alright guys, I hope you learned something. If you want me to go more in depth, I know I kind of rambled a lot. I'm going to try to edit this video down. Hopefully it's shorter for you guys, but let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'm going to try to upload more about Rocket League economy, maybe do some gameplay videos, just different kind of stuff. If you want to see more Rocket League content, just hit me up, and I will make sure it happens. So, alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.